Greetings and salutations, friends. Welcome to another fine episode of Dragon View. Now, tonight things might sound a little bit different. You might hear an annoying cricket chirping in the background, or spooky clanking noises. That's because I'm in my shed. I've been having a lot of difficulty finding a quiet place to record lately. It's also why it's taken me so long to get this episode out. The kids are home from school, it's summer, everything's up and about, so I just kind of have to deal with it, and I figured the best place to try this is my shed. So the acoustics are going to be a little bit different. Hey, it's all good fun. I would say that maybe Dragon View isn't the best game to do the voiceover for in a shed. I probably would do something like Resident Evil if I had a choice. But anyway, back to the game here. You guys might remember that we got a key off of some chick named Ruth after talking to Lord Yuna, who's not a lord at all, but actually a lady. That's a discussion for another day. At any rate, we have to go to this cave and get a thing. This cave's a little bit tricky. If you don't know where you're going to kind of get caught in a loop, or you're going to get caught in a damage loop, like I was after getting my ass whooped by those gargoyles for about 5 seconds there. But, so I actually had to really pick my way through this place, find out the correct route, and take it. If you don't know where you're going, this cave probably is a lot longer than what it's taking me. I'm actually about halfway through it now. And what cave's complete without a collapsing bridge? Or what 16-bit game is complete without a collapsing bridge? That's what I should say. Because I feel like most of the good ones have one, like Castlevania 4. I think some of the Final Fantasies had one. This game has one. There's places where you're supposed to fall on purpose here. This isn't one of them, and I was very nervous that these guys are going to hit me and knock me into the pit. And the developers knew this stuff when they kind of put these enemies in. They were just like, well, what's our most annoying fucking enemy that we have? Gargoyles. Let's put them in a place where you can get hit and get knocked into a pit and have to, go up a bunch of steps and circle back. Great idea, they said. We got our thing, the score. So now he plays a little song on his horn. And also that rock right there, that really bothered me. I didn't blow it up. I actually came back to this area, blew the rock up, and found that there was nothing hidden in it. So don't be like me, don't blow the rock up. It's not even worth the bomb that you're probably never going to use again. Yuna sees you enter through the door and smiles. The horn holds the essence of the ancients of Orta. Play upon the horn to awaken the spirits. As the notes echo from the walls of the sand cave, the ancients will reveal your path. Take this map to find the temple, and take care. Of course, Alex asks her if she plays the skin flute. And then we talk to this nice young sorceress right here, and she cautions us. The ancients have accepted you, but demons make the temple perilous. We fear for your safety. And yeah, the temple, kind of a dangerous place. She's not lying. So there were a bunch of lions in the desert. That was, I think, the previous episode we visited the big desert, which is actually called Orta Desert. I think when I go back and proofread my guide, I'm probably going to have to change what I called it. I think I called it the Great Desert or something generic like that. And of course I decided to fight this purple worm here, mainly because I really need gold or jade or whatever the hell they call it. But yeah, so there's these lions, and we can play the horn for them and they'll disappear and reveal a secret entrance, which is cool. 2 of the things in the secret entrance... Oh, whoa. You see, I got a lot of money there. I forgot about that. I keep cutting myself off. I'm kind of mad that I didn't get all that money. But anyway, two of those things that are hidden under lion statues are really good. The third thing sucks. But, you know, I guess 2 out of 3 isn't bad. So we're going to check them out. They're kind of like little mini dungeons. I like what they did with them. It was a creative thing, I suppose. Usually, you know, you find a secret and you get the item, and that's usually pretty much it. This game kind of throws a little curveball at you. And speaking of curveballs, we have those scorpions. They really love giant scorpions in Dragon View. I don't know why. We have that big horrible nightmare fuel one that was a boss, and then we have these smaller scorpions, and of course the sandworm. And we level up, which is always good. I actually ended up grinding a little bit between this area and the Orta Temple because it wasn't really that hard, but the boss is, I don't know, I don't even want to say he's hard. It's just one of those situations where you want to be able to do as much damage as you can. So, in that case, I chose to grind. Now we do have to use the horn again to get these lions to shake their heads. Always creepy, so maybe this is a good game to record in my shed. Of course, I think I'm slipping one step further into insanity. Recording YouTube videos in your shed is probably not the best of things, unless you have like a DIY channel or a DIY channel. Do it yourself. Do it yourself, play Dragon View. It is the history of Boar Rage. Read what is recorded. We didn't read this last time, so I'm going to read it now. The rage of the boar is the rage of the sand. Subdue the rage with the sound of the horn. That had me so fucking confused because I was like, what? Are you talking about the lions? Because those are clearly lions. Like, I looked at them. There's no way they can be boars. And, you know, I think I've mentioned the other guy. I think he's maybe one of 2 or 3 people who've written a guide for this game. This dude, the Admiral, he called them lions. And, you know, so, hey, if I think they're lions and someone else thinks they're lions, I guess they're lions. Must have been a translation problem. I mean, that kind of looks like a boar. I don't know, maybe. But yeah, you play the song, he disappears, and we get this little mini dungeon in here. Now, this is a lot like the cave we just came out of. There's a lot of looping paths. And this is kind of what the game turns into. There's a lot of, there's just a lot of very convoluted places that you have to explore from this point on. Everything kind of has like a back door. You have to fall in a hole somewhere. You kind of get hints of that early on, but they kick it up a notch. About around now. And if I could hit this guy with the ice spell, that would be really nice. An AoE spell that hits the entire fucking screen and I still can't hit the worm. I think I was very nervous about falling in there. The inscription reads, press the X button and the Hausa will show you its fantastic power. And I finally mastered saying Hausa, not like calling it some crazy name. I'm never going to use that skill, by the way. It kind of looks a little bit cool, I guess. Not at all as cool as a sword skill. And it's slow. Like, I don't know, the Hausa, you really kind of think of it as a weapon that you want to keep your enemy at bay with. So you want to have its rate of fire pretty rapid. I guess the special technique would be really good in a situation where you know you can one-hit the enemy. I'm sure that would be a good justification for it, maybe even against certain bosses. But yeah, more sandworms. I was hoping that the orange or gold one would pop up, whatever friggin' color that was supposed to be. I think it was actually red. But at any rate, I was hoping to see the one from, well, the one that gave us the horn. I was thinking, well, it would be very interesting to kill it again and see if it drops anything. And here's the second line that we're coming up on. And there's a lot of weird sounds out here. My God. Anyway, if I suddenly scream, well, I guess this video wouldn't be published if something happened to me out here. That's not a live stream. Maybe I should start live streaming. It's something I've been considering doing. I have a particular game in mind and a particular challenge of sorts that I want to undertake, so I'm hoping that maybe in September I'll be able to start live streaming on occasion. We'll see what happens. So here we have a new enemy, mummies. How original. These aren't any mummies. These mummies have like brass knuckles and bad breath. So, and they wear boots. Yeah, I guess dying with your boots on. Like, did they like wrap their feet up and then put boots on them and brass knuckles? Is that what they did with these mummies? Who knows? It will always be a mystery. And this pyramid also has lasers in it. Apparently that's a thing too. Well, it's not a pyramid, excuse me. I'm thinking of Orta Temple, which looks like a pyramid. But still, this underground crypt should not have lasers, and I don't know, I hear a really weird buzzing. I don't like it out here, guys. Maybe I'll just have to start dealing with it and just do a really heavily edited videos where I just I have to cut out like the dog running up and down the steps and stuff. So I don't know if the shed's working out here. Usually I do the recording in my dining room. It usually works out, but I don't know. Lately it's just been too crazy in the house. So, I don't know, the lasers don't really hurt you much. Not something to worry about, but you might want to hop over them. If you're going from these to Orta, then, or excuse me, Orta Temple, I should be more specific, because we are technically in Orta. But if you're going to the temple directly from these places, yeah, you might want to conserve life. Here we have another wizard. Yeah, this guy. It's good to see more new enemies, because we were fighting a lot of friggin' gargoyles for a while. We still are, but at least there's like a new dude to hang out with them. I actually like this wizard. He's like the disco wizard. The way he raises his arm up. It'd be funny if they had a dabbing wizard. It'd make this game truly ahead of its time. So in here there's a thing, I don't even remember what it was, which is kind of sad, admittedly. The mirror, that's right. So the mirror is a nifty thing. What you can use it to do is you can block magic spells with it, which is great. You have to activate it, and it costs you a few MP, and you get that shield. But if something hits you with a powerful spell, you don't die, which is great. And one interesting thing we should think about is a certain someone named Giza is a wizard who happens to like to use magic, as wizards do. So I think maybe this mirror will come in handy later in the game. It might be a very important item. It also has other uses. We will find later on, there's emblems that look like the Triforce, which is, interestingly, another thing we can link this game to Legend of Zelda 2. But anyway, if you use the mirror while standing on one of those, you will find like a little cave usually where there's like a little thing hidden, which is cool. It's good stuff. I did go to a few of the emblems while working on the guide part. You know, because I work on the guide and then I make the video. So I play each area at least twice. sometimes more than that. But when I was working on the guide, I did do the emblems. I didn't record them though because it's boring. Now I thought this guy was going to be like a lightning wizard. No, this guy wants to trade you 20 fruit for a magic crystal. Fuck him. He sucks. Get out of here, dude. Or chick, whatever you are, androgynous being. We don't want your crystal. We want you to power up our magic rings. I don't know why they would put such a lame thing under that line, because it's actually easier just to get the jade to buy the friggin' crystal with like normal money than it is to go all the way back to the one place in the game that has fruit. So I don't know. Not a good deal. If he was like, oh, give me 20 pieces of fruit and I'll upgrade your magic ring, I'd be like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, we'll do that. So that's about it for this episode. I know it wasn't like the most exciting episode, and I know I was kind of rambling about pointless things the whole time, which is mostly what I do anyway, but it is important. It does set the stage for Orda Temple, which is a major hurdle in the game, which is what's coming up next. So I actually am going to record that episode right now. I have everything ready to go, and so if you're looking forward to that, I'm going to try to get it uploaded as quickly as possible. So until next time, good luck and happy gaming.